Hi, Gabe with Mighty Fortress Inspections. Want to get a little more organized this weekend? We'll show you an easy little project, hanging a shelf. Okay, so what prompted this little project is our cabinets by our washer and dryer. One of the shelves is just really pretty tall and it's not very user-friendly for my wife, who's a little bit on the short side of life. So we're adding just a lightweight shelf. It's gonna hold just a little detergent, trash can, dryer sheets, real basic. And so it's gonna use just wall anchors. If you're gonna be having something that's quite a bit heavier, that involves drilling into studs, that's a whole separate project. But for today, we're just gonna show you a quick and easy little shelf. The best tools to get the job done on a situation like this is you're gonna need a level, drill, hammer, and just a screwdriver. Our first step, and actually your most critical step of the whole project, is finding where you're gonna hang this shelf. This is where you wanna talk to the people in the family who are gonna be using it. My wife and daughters are a lot shorter than me. And so my natural inclination is to put it up here about eye level, but that's gonna be too tall for them. So wrap them into the project, kind of hang it on the wall just by your hands, let them say yes, no, and then take a pencil and make you a couple marks, and that'll be the first step. Okay, once we figured out the height that we liked, I had made a pencil mark on this main kind of rail or bar here. And now what I'm gonna do is actually make a pencil mark where I want my screw to go. Now what we're gonna do is drill a hole in the wall so that we can set our wall anchor in. Oftentimes the instructions in your booklets that come with the shelving will tell you exactly what size drill bit you need. Because what we're gonna do is drill the hole and then put this in and tap it in with a hammer. Okay, so simple projects like this, if I had a longer level, I could do all the holes at the same time, but in this case, I'm kind of in tight quarters, so I'm using just a small level. So how do I figure out that my shelf is level? What we're gonna do is the original hole that we drilled, we're gonna go ahead and put this screw in. Once I have my screw tightened down, which was a little awkward working here, I'm gonna adjust our bubble. If you've never used a level before, the bubble has two lines on it. When you get the bubble right in between the two lines, you know it's level. So after I get it level, I'm gonna make my pencil mark for my next wall anchor. So now that I've got my mark made and it was level, what we're gonna do is repeat the process that we did with the initial screw. We're gonna drill into our drywall, hammer in our anchor, and then set our shelf with the screw in. Our shelf's basically hung. I went ahead and just verified that I was level. To be honest with you, it'd have to be way off for me to redo those holes. So I'm just checking it for my own peace of mind, I guess. We're right on the money. So our next step is we're gonna make two pencil marks on the bottom for their final two screws. Then we're gonna have to undo these screws, lift our shelf up, drill out our two holes, insert our anchors, bring the shelf back down, and insert our final two screws. And finally, just like that, our project's done. Like my brother-in-law Eric says, you only have to tell me once. You don't have to nag me every 6 months. This little project has been sitting on top of our dryer for at least a year. My wife's never nagged me once about it, but now I've had a guilty conscience and finally we got it done. Really glad I didn't drop any screws while I was putting that, because it was kind of awkward putting this shelf in, and if those screws would have dropped, I would have sure been unhappy. There you have it. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you're interested in more information like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.